Welcome to Winston-Salem and another stop along Tobacco Road, which is home to the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, and the fans have been ready to get things started since early in the day. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on another team from the ACC, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Pit lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. On first down, here comes this offense. He wants to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Using the quick game. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeyer. He's got his man. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Looking to move it through the air. Getting some heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard. So you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes the catch. It's Morin. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here.
Yeah, he was able to make one guy miss, but he had to make two in order to pick up that first down. It was a nice individual effort, just not enough.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. The completion well past the sticks. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Offense set on 1st down.
That's the end of the first quarter. And after one, we're tied 0-0.
And the Demon Deacons come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Scanning the field, it's Bachmeier. The throw to the outside is complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
That's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. After a drive this long, a field goal would be demoralizing at this point. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
Offense getting set for first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Still on his feet at the 40. And he's running in the open. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
I love this play call. You want to get your playmakers the football in space. What a creative way. This little kind of push pass by the quarterback. Get into the receiver's hands quickly and let him go make yards.
This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Claiborne. And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Well, jet sweep pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
And the extra point makes it 14-3.
That makes the score 14. Wake Forest 3.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. New set of downs after that completion. Comes out throwing on first down. With the catch, it's Claiborne. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Demon Deacons have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Trying to find his man on first down. That's reeled in. It's Morris. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and it forced the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Fields. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Demon Deacons.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. One more snap coming before halftime. He's going to pass. Lofts one high and deep. And this will be caught at the 30.
That's the end of the first half. With the score 10-14. Wake Forest 10.
And the Demon Deacons will kick it away to crank up the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Handoff from the gun. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. The Panthers pick up the first down.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Got enough for the first. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play.
Well, you wonder how this guy is so dynamic. It's because of his speed. You simply can't coach that. You saw it on that last carry.
From the gun, running back on the move. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm now. They're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
They'll try to run for it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
They would have needed a boomer from here, a 55-yard field goal attempt, so instead they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Running back searching for a hole. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
We're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To throw, it's Bachmeyer. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. Taking it the other way. And he is brought down, but what a way to finish this quarter with the pick.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Pittsburgh 14, Wake Forest 10.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's looking to throw it. The sweet feet buy a little time. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead delayed. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big third down. Going over the top. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
I tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
On the ground, it's Claiborne. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Get set.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Back to throw. It's Bachmeyer. Fires to the big fella. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
Fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a great job. Now, the offense, you know what you're going to get from this defense. They have to be aggressive. They're trying to get the football back later in the game, Jesse.
Because they're going to be so aggressive too, David, you know, on offense now, you have a chance to break one maybe in the run game or finding a one-on-one matchup in the passing game to really pad the lead.
And the Panthers will try to run out the clock in the final minute. Movement here from the tight end. Using his legs, it's Reed. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on third down. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. They'll go to the toss. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on third down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.